And we are back.
Woo.
Woo, creepy hole.
So,
Full time.
It's gonna be a whole lot of fun.
Oh, I hate
Yay.
as
Oh, I just
you
got that.
you. God.
Come on, catch up.
I'm sorry.
as you descend into the hole, all of you feel. Actually, give me Arcana checks to let me know what you guys feel.
How are
I
you
don't know how I
feeling?
feel.
Okay.
Apparently nothing.
Same here.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck.
Slightly more.
Okay. All of you feel a chill, and the air seems to change as you descend into this. Descend into this hole. You can't be sure, but it feels like you're not in the forest anymore, even though if you look up you can see that you quite clearly are. Yeah, and basically in front of you is an entrance to what seems to be a naturally occurring cave system under the ground. Although, as it descends down, it's completely illogical for this place to exist where it does. And I would like all of you to give me perception checks as I move you to the next scene.
Boy, these rolls!
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, good.
I didn't actually put any
Oh, shit.
tokens on this
Oh,
page,
no.
so you are now all
Square.
Oh, shit.
completely blind.
Yep.
Sweet.
Sounds like every dungeon for me and Kelariis.
Right?
You have torches, and now you have freedom.
I do have freedom, that's true.
Freedom!
Very excited about freedom.
How? Okay, hold up.
That's
Is
not.
Lyra down here with us too?
I have
Can Lyra use a rope?
First of all, can Lyra use a rope?
I mean,
Second of all, is Lyra too small?
She can jump down, so.
Okay.
Well, she could-
Lyra is uncomfortable with the idea of it, but she is beginning to sort of. She's learning to overcome the fear when she is accompanied with you.
Oh.
She's still not happy about it, but she isn't like totally terrified anymore.
This is when she dies underground again, and then suddenly the fear returns.
Again.
in full force.
I mean, she already did once.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
Do we
why
not
I said
forget
again.
Rip.
That's why I said again.
Yeah.
So otherwise, we wouldn't know she's actually a demigod.
No, you
Nope.
wouldn't. It would remain
Or
a
and
secret.
me and Helena wouldn't have a total.
How much dark
Good.
vision do you have
Fog.
again, Luka?
I think it's 60 feet.
No, we both have 60 feet.
Yeah, okay.
That one race that doesn't have 60 feet.
Yeah, it's 60 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, there we are.
And
Mm.
are any of you lighting a torch?
I'm lighting my lantern.
Okay. And your lantern is what?
Shrugs.
Amazing.
Quick, who has the player's handbook to get to?
I'm searching the SRD. Is it a bullseye lantern? Or a hooded? If
It's
it-
a hooded lantern.
if-
It's a hooded lantern.
Hooded
I wrote it
lantern,
down.
okay.
I wrote it down, guys. I wrote it down.
Yeah, it's the one that lets you... It's only 30 feet, but you can hide the light as an action. Hang on, wait.
It's one of my flasks of oil.
Last for 7
don't-
hours.
Don't consume it just yet, because it lasts for 6 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. Bright for 30, dim for 30. Sorry, that should be 60-30, shouldn't it? 60-30, all players see light, has sight, save changes. And Kelariis, are you igniting freedom?
Yes. just drop down
have-
into this hole, just like freedom.
Freedom.
Yeah.
You're the last one to jump down, and you just grab it in both hands. Freedom.
Bright light 10 feet.
Oh, there we are.
Okay. Yes, you descend into a seemingly natural cave, located seemingly in an impossible location. As you enter, the first thing you become aware of is the fact that the walls of this cave are covered in a thick black moss that, as you take steps, the echo of your steps coming back seems to come from a huge distance away. It seems to it seems to modify how you hear things in this place. Kelariis, you basically notice that like the effects of that the moss is having is that it is essentially dampening all of the sound that you can hear. So yeah, basically that will have an impact on if you guys ever need to roll perception checks to hear something.
Fun.
Lovely. I love this dungeon already.
But Kelariis, as well, with your 20 on perception, you notice that this naturally formed cave has strange. There are sections of it that seem to be like smooth and shaped, rather than sort of naturally occurring. But these things seem to almost sort of be growing at the edges and becoming naturally formed parts of the cave.
Oh, that's weird.
And you suspect that some magic is almost certainly at work here and is probably responsible for constructing this cave. But yes, and as you descend, you notice that there are several offshoots of minor passages. Yes,
So,
you may
good
move
guys.
as you see. So did you want Lyra in here after all, Arya?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
There is the
Arya
rear
is
guard.
in the wall for a second.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Everybody pause for a second and give me perception checks.
Always a good sign.
Yep. There goes my good perception, guys.
Oh, nice. Doesn't matter, 'cause
Okay,
we all
wow,
picked up the plan.
that's all pretty good. To open this up real quick. Okay. As you begin to descend into this cavern, you begin to feel a palpable sense of foreboding hanging over you. To the point where, as you're sort of like holding up these lanterns and the light from freedom, you jump occasionally at sort of like the flickering shadows in ways that you've never done before. Like, this place seems to have an actual effect of creeping you out, regardless of just being a scary dark hole.
Lovely.
And as you are looking around, Arya, Vondal, and V, you hear what sounds like maybe a clattering or something muffled by the moss on the walls that seems to have come from basically a few feet to your left. So that's in the right in this image.
Yeah, so that way.
Yeah.
I guess we follow the noise. That's probably a pretty good place to start.
Or bad place? Who knows?
Yes, let's follow the noises in this creepy cave that we don't know.
I mean,
We're looking for people who are probably going to be making a clattering noise because they're probably carrying things that clattered.
Eh,
It's a good way to go if we're looking for people. If we're looking to survive, maybe not.
Yeah,
But-
we're looking for liveliness, hopefully.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
Hopefully.
The wrong word, but
Yeah, that was a bad word to use.
yeah.
I'm foreign. Things
Yeah.
that are alive.
For
That was a genuine case of foreignness, Luka. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. Fuck off, Luka. After you then, Madam Greysurge.
alrighty. I didn't know I
Madam
became a
Grace.
madam, but alright.
Yeah, that's.
New.
I'm sorry, would you rather I said after you, Mom?
What?
I mean, in
Why don't you
character,
call
I call
Kelariis?
I'm kidding.
Oh,
Because Dragon Mom.
we're just
I
gonna...
even conformed to your
Well,
American.
that's the end of the
Okay.
fucking thing.
Okay.
Kelariis, as you approach the end
Oh,
of this
Jesus.
thing, you see something lying in the lying amongst the moss that is growing on the floor. It appears to be a leather satchel.
Can I pick it up?
Yep. You scoop it up, and it seems to be. It seems to have been emptied of most of its contents. Although something does like jingle slightly inside as you pick it up.
Can I look in it? What is the jingling?
Yes. As you open the satchel appears to be completely empty. Give me a investigation check. Okay. You notice that this is like a sort of almost like a kind of like a messenger bag sort of thing, and on the back surface of the bag there is like a small flap that can be secured with a button. That whoever has emptied this bag has perhaps missed. And as you unbutton this, you find inside a small, like a small cloth purse containing 20 gold. The other thing you find inside the back pocket of this is a palm-sized jade cat.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's like a piece of jade that is like carved with the form of it, like a cat that's like curled in on itself.
Adorable, but weird.
That okay. Nothing else about like the little jade cat.
Doesn't seem to be.
Okay, I guess I'll just put it in my bag for now.
Sure, yeah, you put it in your
And,
bag.
Okay then.
If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna keep the gold because I am lower, I think, than a lot of the people.
We're just gonna straight up steal this gold from the bag that might belong.
It's
to
okay. What? I'm gonna
Or-
hold it for now. Okay, we don't know whose bag this is. I'll hold it.
Right, back out. Turn the conga
Reverse.
around.
Okay.
Yep.
Players are reversing.
Give me a perception check as you step back into the larger corridor.
I'm just making perception checks every time we walk in here.
Someone has to get a 14 next. Aw,
Okay.
guys.
Sorry.
You ruined it.
No Kelariis perception. Okay today.
Yeah, V and Kelariis, as you step out of this corridor, you see a small figure disappear down this passage.
Oh.
Wait, the one down or
Yeah.
left?
Yeah, the one down.
The one down, yeah.
Should we go after that?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. I mean, I'm
Conga line.
Congo line. Here we go.
Conga line.
Yeah, leave the squishy ones in the front. That's a good idea.
I am not squishy.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Squishier than Kelariis.
Oh, okay.
Only in
I
terms
mean-
of AC.
Sorry.
Probably squishier than me as well.
Hmm.
I mean, only because you have an
Turning
assload
down.
of con.
Oh my god, this is a tight squeeze.
Yes.
I'm gonna-
As you mentioned that, actually, yes. The corridors of this formation seem to be incredibly tight in places. It seems to be getting smaller, in fact.
Oh, time for me to go sideways.
Well, you don't need to.
Oh, I was gonna say, because I'm broad. I'm still broad. Just 'cause I'm short.
Yeah, but those gaps are still like 3 feet wide. You are not
Okay,
3 feet
fair.
wide.
But, yeah, okay.
Beautiful.
I hope no one's claustrophobic in this party.
Yep. Good thing I didn't bring Lyra down. I don't think she'd be happy.
Probably
No.
not.
Should be like walking in between your legs.
That would make this very hard.
I feel there was the executive decision of going down this path.
That's because the
I
other
mean,
one's
the
dead
other
end.
The other one's
Dead
dead
end.
end, yeah.
Oh, I can't fucking.
They can see that because they've got dark vision.
Lars
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
have night vision.
That's why the dark vision people are in front of you.
Look here now.
But what if something is behind
we're
us?
getting- You're a big
Arya,
old
pause
champ.
and give
Oh, I
me
can see
a
it.
perception check.
Shit.
Okay.
Okay.
You
Just gonna keep
in
moving.
in the darkness, you basically stumble into a large cave, almost without realizing that the cave is there.
It's a pretty big big cave, guys.
Yes, it seems to open out into a
Oh.
large underground station. Oh, by the way, I forgot to
shit.
mention, you've been travelling down as well as forward all the way
Okay.
through this.
Oh shit.
Boss
that-
fight, anyone?
Yeah, this
Right.
looks like a boss fight room.
Metagame.
Please, this is not metagaming.
I mean, it is, but
I mean,
like,
to be fair, we're not doing.
When was the last time you
anything
fought a
about
boss IRL?
mean-
Yesterday,
it.
How much
Wow.
XP do you get?
at least 500. So
Okay, everybody give me perception checks as you come to the same corner that Arya got to make hers.
oh, sorry.
You've already made one.
It doesn't fucking matter. It's lower than the
yeah,
other
you-
one.
you did worse.
69, boys!
Oh.
Oh,
Heyo.
Okay, Vondal, you think you hear the sounds of somebody muttering under their breaths. It's very hard to tell because of all the moss that is absorbing the sound, but in this larger cave it is slightly easier to hear.
Next, then whisper like, stop.
Yeah.
Stop. I think I can hear someone mumbling.
Where?
I don't know. Just
Cav,
in here.
I cannot fucking hear you if you whisper.
Yeah,
Guys,
you
stop fucking whispering.
you can say
Yeah.
I whisper and then and talk normally.
I know I'm terrible at it, but yeah, in here, somewhere.
You're still whispering.
Am I?
Yes.
Fucking hell. In here somewhere. Can't tell from the moss. Shut it there.
Should I put the hood up for my lantern?
Mm. I mean, shrugs. Well, can Vondal or Arya see anything?
Nope.
Make a character decision on that front.
Oh, hang on. If me and Arya move slightly further forward, we might be able to see something.
I don't like not seeing things. I'm gonna keep it unless it's absolutely necessary.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. We'll let you know if you should
Yeah.
drop it. But me and Arya will move ahead.
Dice roll in the background.
I
Yeah.
know, right? I love how V and I are pulling double duty for light, though.
Yeah.
It didn't need to activate.
Okay.
Look, it was just instinct.
Everybody pause for a second and give me perception checks again.
See something.
I don't think we get to make perception checks.
Oh, just.
Oh no, you do.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Yeah, everyone.
I was gonna say if we haven't actually moved much.
It's been
Oh,
six.
never mind.
It's been 6 seconds. That's
gonna say, I can see
all it
something.
is. Yeah,
I'm looking at my lantern.
man, my
Nice
rolls
lantern.
are certainly something tonight.
I see something. I see something over there.
Comforting.
In the darkness. I'm sure we'll get updated sooner rather than later.
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
I had some things to do in the background. But yes. Ping what you can see. Okay. Yeah, you can see that. Well, no, I can see where you can see. I'm just saying. Vondal said he could
Oh.
see something, and I was like, ping what you can see.
Yeah, no, it's in like
Right.
ping a thing.
I get you. I get you
As in,
now.
I can see
I-
a
Yes.
thing that isn't just cave.
Yes, I can see
Yeah.
all of your vision circles pretty much.
Now everyone knows how far I can see.
No, they don't,
Wow.
because they can't see where you're pinging,
In that case,
What?
I'm going to.
because they don't have the vision of it.
Oh.
You can only see what you have vision of.
In that case, I'm going to hold my hand up to Arya, and then just point at the thing.
Okay. Arya, you peer into the darkness. You can't quite see what he's pointing at. He is pointing that way.
I'm like straining in the darkness.
Yep.
I think I can see a thing.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Like,
As
is it
you
there?
strain and peer into the darkness, you see a figure that stood over what seems to be a small desk that has been placed in this underground cave.
Desk?
What?
What?
Exactly. At that exact moment, he looks up from whatever it is that he is looking at, turns towards you, and I believe he can see you. Oh yeah, because you're standing in V's light anyway, so he can definitely see you.
Oops.
Okay.
That's fine.
Uh,
Not your fault.
he can see you. Wait, you're in a ladrin, aren't you?
No.
I think you are.
I am.
You are, okay. With that, I would like everyone to roll me initiative as he calls out something in Sylvan.
Oh,
Sylvan. Hello.
Sylvan.
Hello.
Can I hear that?
oh shit.
Give me a perception check with advantage, because
Guys,
he's
our
talking quite
initiatives are
loud.
so good.
I
so
know.
Oh,
good.
that's fantastic.
Guys, I
Uh,
out initiative to people.
Oh,
For
shit,
fuck's sake!
Oh, V, you ruined it.
Look at
So
these
close.
2 natural ones on perception in a row.
Ah,
It's pretty
Okay.
bad, yo.
Feels bad, man.
Feels bad, man.
Meanwhile, I rolled an 18 on initiative. I
Man,
technically
those are
rolled the
killing
same
your rolls.
number as Arya, but I just minus 1 and
Uh,
plus 3.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so what happens is you hear him call out in Sylvan, and he says, "Quickly, my soldiers, to me, the enemies of the Queen are here."
That's not creepy.
what?
What?
That's
What's
horrifying.
queen?
What?
What?
Give me a history check, Arya.
Cries in Sylvan.
One sheet.
You have no idea what he's on about.
Okay.
It is now your turn. Oh yeah, by the way, he he also draws a dagger and begins to mutter the keywords of a spell. So he is very clearly hostile.
Oh, fuck this game.
Okay.
I know, right?
I'm gonna draw my bow. And I'm gonna shoot.
Okay.
Perhaps
You fire an
you
arrow at
should
this
spread
guy.
out.
It sails across the room and it strikes him.
Perhaps you should also spread out.
You know what? You can spread out next turn.
Oh shit! After he's done his spell, that's a
Oh,
great
right.
idea.
Yeah.
Give me the initiative order.
He casts a spell.
I have no idea where the fuck this guy is.
Yeah, I don't know where he is either.
Yep. That's kind of the beauty of dynamic lighting. You gotta run into a
Right.
fight that you don't really know what's happening.
That's fine.
Yeah, he finishes the keywords of his spell, and the air in front of him seems to shimmer as a small rift opens in front of him.
What the fuck?
From the rift emerges a peculiar-looking animal. Let's put some battle music in as well.
Oh. Oh no, I don't
Oh.
like this.
Yeah,
Oh.
okay, he...
Technically,
the thing is in front of him. Although, actually, where can he cast that? Oh, he can actually... Wow, he can summon it, like, really far away.
Oh.
Okay. So actually, yeah, quick retcon. The shimmering portal does not appear in front of him. It appears off to one side of you.
Okay.
As a peculiar-looking animal steps through. It looks like a dog with very long, pointed ears and mottled skin. I'd like all of you to roll me a nature check, but
I can't see that. I can't.
Arya, you. Oh, if you
Okay,
can't see
no.
it, if you can't see it, you can't roll it.
I mean,
Fuck! Stupid rocks in the way.
Arya, you can have a modifier to this. Okay, you don't need it.
I don't even need it, bro.
Arya, you recognize this as a denizen of the Feywild. You recognize this as a blink dog.
Blink dog.
Yes.
oh boy.
It's a regular dog, but it
Wait.
teleports.
Yes, it is a hound that is capable of manipulating the space between the planes to teleport short distances.
Interesting.
It's like a dog with Misty Step.
It is,
Misty
yes.
Step dog.
Actually, yeah, basically.
It is basically a Misty Step dog. And after having been shot...
What a dick.
You know what I love is not being able to see a fucking anything.
All you need to know
Yeah.
is the opposite
Well-
side of the room to you guys.
Be
Like,
be thankful, because originally I had this and I had line of sight blockers drawn where all of these rocks are, but it just became such a clusterfuck of beams of light, it was incredibly horrible to look at. I decided to remove it and just rely on... just make the fight
Watch it.
easier for you. So, yeah.
but yeah. Basically, on the opposite side of the room, like 90 feet away from you guys, is a man who just summoned a dog, like...
Yeah.
10 feet
Technically,
above
technically
us.
he's not a man, technically he's an elf. Sorry.
Or, yeah, a person.
An individual.
Yeah, he probably actually hasn't got his hood up. He's probably got his hood down, so you can see that he's got pointed ears. He is quite clearly a high elf, but he has long braided white hair, but the white hair that he has seems to have a quality that most people with white hair don't have, in that his white hair seems to almost drift like snow on wind. Like I don't know if you've ever seen sort of like snow, like when there's a heavy wind and it's like blowing across thick snow, and there's like those little kick up swirls of it. His hair basically like is reminiscent of that. It seems to behave in an unnatural fashion.
So what's the wolf doing?
The blink dog, seeing that you are a Eladrin, is going to rush towards you and attempt to bite you.
Oh my god, it's a racist teleport dog.
Oh, okay. Coming from behind you, it bites into your thigh,
Ow.
and it scores quite a hefty wound in your thigh for 10 piercing.
Ouch. Fuck.
And after its attack, whoops, I don't know why I rolled that. It disappears.
Make fun of a fucker.
And appears. Shoop.
Blink dog.
Vondal.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's deal with this dog. So I have the feeling he's going to be annoying if we don't kill him. It's the same reason you kill the tracer. Right, that's the best way to do this. Yeah, we're just gonna go with a double hit.
Yeah.
Double warhammer.
Yeah.
I wish I had advantage. Is
You sadly don't.
that 1 or 2 hits?
That's 1 hit. Cool. You hit him. The dog seems to let out a yelp and attempt to sort of teleport again, but it hasn't sort of got the energy to do so. And you deal some damage.
It's on cooldown.
Yes, it is on cooldown.
Yeah.
However, much like a tracer, it has done the job of pulling the Reinhardt away from the rest of the team.
It's fine. I'm not the Reinhardt. I'm not the tank. I'm the support.
Yeah.
I'm just a support with a lot of health.
Your support has gone to chase the tracer, so... oh yeah, I was going to put
Sounds
some
like
battle
a
music.
great plan.
Sounds like quick play. Also, you're 2 men down because one of them is just AFK outside, and the other one is fuck knows where.
Wow.
The other one went home.
Wow.
I guess I'm gonna move up.
Also, has it occurred to anybody else that we didn't tell him where we went?
1, 2.
It's not your turn yet, I'd have to say.
Okay.
What?
Because there is something in the initiative order that you can't see,
What the fuck?
Yay.
Yay.
as
This is bullshit.
We rolled so well.
several creatures emerge from the shadows. Several small, hairy-backed, 3 feet tall creatures.
God dang it.
Well, hold on. Let me
Guys,
reveal them from the
you know what
layer
we should have done
first.
before we went in here?
Yeah.
We should have taken a short
A
rest.
short rest.
Or maybe we should
And I take the
investigate.
no short rests thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
I don't know. We might short
Yeah.
rest later. Who knows?
Yeah, but we failed to do it now, so.
You might
This is
rest in
pretty-
peace.
Hey now.
Fuck you, Rob.
Yeah, the creatures in front of you are utterly terrifying, I would like to point out. They are essentially tiny, hairy-backed insect men with
Ugh.
very sharp talons, taloned claws.
Fun.
Lovely.
Yeah, hold on. In fact, I can show them to you if I.
Maybe we
do
should have investigated the 3-foot hairy things.
Ew.
Oh yeah, that's.
That
wow.
is disgusting.
Yes.
Kind of ugly.
I've seen worse.
Really.
Yeah.
I've read the monster manual. I've seen worse.
That's fair.
One of them. 5. Yep.
Hmm.
And this one scuttles off into the darkness and disappears.
Sure that won't come back to bite us in the ass later.
No, I'm sure it won't.
Didn't mean to do that. Clicked on it rather than the my bad.
Oh, there's another one.
Yes, there are many of them. I need to actually check how far they can move. Yeah, they can only move 30. Okay. One of them is going to swing at Arya, and one of them at Vondal. Wow, okay. Arya is having a bad time.
Hi.
As you take another 10 slashing as this thing does the same on the other leg, comes up and grabs you with a razor sharp claw. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, good. Exactly what I.
Okay. You feel like almost a crippling fear spread through your body, but you manage to shake it off and turn towards your attacker, V. Did you guys roll to see if you knew what this was? I don't think you did yet.
No, we didn't roll.
You can all roll me. Those of you who can see one can roll me.
We can all see one, right?
Nature checks or Arcana checks.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, same.
Oh, shit, so.
Okay. Yeah, V, you've heard sort of these things are literally the creatures of like horror stories. These are the things that get told around like well, perhaps not around campfires in your case, but get told by people on spooky nights. These are creatures from the Feywild known as meanlocks. And they are literally spawned wherever somebody dies of fright.
Right.
Oh, lovely.
Wow.
That's pleasant.
Actually. Probably
Yes.
not there.
They invoke pure terror and seek to destroy all that is good, innocent, and beautiful.
Oh, lovely.
Fun.
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 And they seem to be in the service of somebody called the Queen. So what do you do next?
I move up to wherever the fuck I'm standing now. And basically, bug spray these guys.
Okay,
Sweet.
They
Oh,
are bugs.
shit.
cool. That is a Constitution save.
Yep.
Open the character sheet, you fuck.
They are bugs. So using a bug
okay.
spray on them is probably a good idea.
The Melock sort of, as it finishes sort of cutting into Arya, turns towards you and gets a face full of this poison spray. Which it doesn't seem to go well. Like the skin around its mandibles and eyes seems to blister from the poison, and it lets out an unearthly chittering noise. Which is why I wish I could make noise like a voidling right now, because it's basically the same noise. Like.
Ew.
I think that's close enough.
Please stop.
Yes.
Kelariis.
Oh my god. I'm gonna come here and hit this one. Hopefully.
Okay.
Freedom.
Freedom.
Oh, you said that like so contemplatively. It's like freedom.
Cool. That's a hit.
Freedom? Okay. That also hit?
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
Cool. Cool, yeah, you lay into this thing with two heavy swings and sort of leave it like staggering backwards and bleeding black ichor everywhere. There is now a puddle of cursed blood. No.
No.
No. So that's,
Do you still have physical armor, Kelariis?
What?
Stop
I asked if
talking
you still had physical armor.
Stop making
Yeah.
divinity references. We don't get them.
Yeah. Arya.
I'm pissed off.
Yes, yes, you are.
Because these fucking things keep hitting me. I'm gonna drop my bow and get my scimitar out. Slash this motherfucker.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That really does suck.
Yeah, that is not enough to hit, I'm afraid.
That's a 2, by the way.
That is a solid 2.
Solid 2.
Solid 2.
Rock solid 2.
I will take this moment to remind you that you have a bonus action and you have a spell that might be useful. Not this turn, but it will be useful in future turns.
The issue with poison spray is that it's basically a save. Like, if you save against it, you just don't take any damage.
No, it's half. It's not no damage, I think.
It just says the creature must succeed on a con save or take damage.
Yeah, that means it takes no damage on it.
Oh, okay. Fair
Hello,
enough.
I'm working to my problems with Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
Where
Oh,
everything
yeah.
we seem to fight seems to have decent or really good decks. Therefore, I can't hit shit with it.
Yeah. Cool. Presumably Hunter's Mark the one you're fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It is now marked. As long as you are concentrating, and yeah, it can... Oh wait, hold on, I forgot to do this at the start of your turn. I actually need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. Okay. Yeah, you are gripped by fear facing this literal creature of nightmares, but you are not afraid.
Marked by the dragon.
Dude.
Oh, we fucked up, guys. We're supposed to spread out. Oh well.
The man in the robes raises his hands and begins to cast another spell.
Oh, I'm in range.
Maybe if you fucking counterspelled.
Yeah.
Stop trying to guilt trip her. Jeez.
I mean, you can still Arcana check it to try and find out what it is.
True.
It will cost you your reaction, even if you don't cast the spell, but...
Okay.
Do you want to do it?
Yep.
Cool, Arcana checked.
Nice.
Okay, it is a... well, he is technically casting it with a 5th level spell slot, but it is a 1st level spell. And it is a first level evocation.
Don't trust that.
Mm,
That's bad.
That is bad, but
Bad shit, TM.
there's no guarantee that I'll even be able to.
No, because he is casting it at 5th level.
That is a high bar.
I will tell you as well. His source of power seems to come from an otherworldly plane, and you suspect that he is a warlock.
oh. Hmm.
I dislike that as well.
Well.
Alright, I'm gonna try it.
Okay. Give me a roll.
Arcana.
No, it is whatever your spell casting stat is, I believe.
Just charisma roll then.
Because roll counterspell for me.
Hold on.
Because it should tell you in counterspell. Yeah, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability, and the DC is 10 plus the spell's level, so it's DC 15 with your spellcasting stat.
Okay.
I believe.
Nope. Okay.
Nope, that sucks ass.
I hesitated, guys.
He finishes casting this spell, and basically, hang on, I need to check the range of it.
Oh boy.
20 feet, so it's 20-foot cube from that point.
Oh,
yeah, it hits all of you.
God.
A burst of white, glittering white powder that seems to be somewhere between glitter and snowflakes erupts.
That's weird.
And I need all of you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, perfect. Lovely.
Boy.
Oh my god.
Wait, are all of us in this?
You are all in this, as well as some of his companions, actually.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, guys.
Guys, I rolled a 4.
Okay,
Oh, no.
Same.
they
Heck, I'll roll three.
all save against it. Actually, what is the... Oh no, because that's... Yeah, that would be in cover. Okay.
It was nice knowing you.
Cool.
The
Vondal and V, like, Arya and Kelariis, you sort of, like, you throw yourselves, like, to the ground to avoid this. V and Vondal, you catch a faceful of this. It seems to stick to your skin, and it causes your skin to tingle slightly, but it doesn't seem to injure you.
Oh, I see.
What?
Yes. You are outlined in a 10 feet of dim light for the duration. And any
Oh.
creature targeting you has advantage, and you cannot benefit
very
from being
fire.
invisible. Yes, it is very fire.
Okay. That's...
That's a
Yeah.
high level fairy fire.
Well...
He's a warlock, he can only cast it at 5th
Yeah.
level.
Yeah. Rest in peace, dude.
So yeah, you are... yeah, you are fairy fired. Oh wait, that's not... That's probably better. Target.
That's bad.
Yes,
Yeah.
everything now has advantage to hit you.
Shit.
And yeah, he's got another 10 feet, so he's gonna go there. I think that's everything you can do. Yeah, okay, the blink dog. Okay. The blink dog bites into you, Vondal. Whoops, I ignored the wrong thing. You're wearing armor now, so it doesn't hit you. You managed to knock it aside with your shield. Before it disappears again.
Wait, it missed even with advantage?
It missed even with advantage, yes.
Wow,
Jesus.
sucks to suck.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Boop. And then it's going to move.
Feels bad.
Oop, not quite there.
Feels
There.
bad, man.
Oh no.
Vondal. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Yay.
Oh boy.
Cool. You feel paralyzing fear gripping you, but you shake it off. Or you feel a fear shaking you.
Just skip his turn. Oh.
Oh no, sorry, I didn't. Well, I did. I didn't mean to.
Oh wow, that's really shit.
Okay.
Pat pat.
That's a shit spirit
Oh
guardian.
my god.
You activate Spirit Guardians. Pwah! Oh yeah, I need to actually add an aura to you.
That was a
For,
beautiful noise.
Whoa.
Oh, hang on, I fucked that up.
I think that's a bit big.
Yeah, I put the it should start at 10 feet, not at 50. There you go.
No, just a tiny little...
You now glow for 10 to 10 feet. That's the important thing, and that's important because of something that these meanlocks have.
I don't like that.
Oh shit! Yeah, actually, that's something I need to consider now.
Spirit guardians, do your thing.
Yeah, Spirit Guardians. What is the radius on Spirit Guardians again?
15 feet.
15
so
feet.
It hits this one as well.
So yeah, it also hits the one next to Kelariis.
Blink dog.
Wisdom
Blink
save.
prick.
How wide are these things?
Okay. Okay. You summon your radiant cherubs to assist you.
I am very sad at that roll.
Yeah, the tiny half-naked baby Vondals fly around you.
Oh,
They're not
Why?
half-naked baby Vondals. Fucking
Come
hell.
on.
oh
No.
my god.
They're not me.
Oh,
It could be.
I am not angelic.
okay, fair enough. Yeah, they fly around attacking the Meanlocks. The Meanlocks don't seem best pleased by that.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay, with that, it's the Meanlock's turn.
No.
This Meanlock is beginning to become concerned for its safety, so it is going to... actually, I need to check. Okay, yeah, it's going to take its action to disengage, retreat to the dim light, and then disappear.
Oh, fuck.
What? Great.
What a bastard.
Give me some Arcana checks, for those of you who just witnessed that.
Pretty sure I just witnessed that. Or was that too far out of like the? Nope. Just kidding.
Yeah, no, I think you did all witness that.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Yeah. You suspect that the Meanlocks may be able to teleport so long as they are in dim light or lower.
Fantastic.
I dislike this.
No, that's there. Oops. And one. Actually, yeah, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unfortunately, the Warlock of the Archfey has caused problems for some of these Meanlocks, because they seem somewhat vulnerable in the bright light. They seem to struggle to see it with their eyes, struggle to see through it with their eyes. They are quite clearly adapted for darkness. Fortunately, the advantage of the fire cancels it out. 2, 3. What is your AC again, Arya?
It is 15.
Okay. The Meanlock swings at you with its claw, but you turn it aside with the blade. Vondal, again, similarly, you you ward these things off with shield and hammer.
Cool.
And V, it is your turn.
I'm gonna keep bug spraying.
Okay.
But probably the blink dog.
Okay. Okay, it makes a con save. Oh wow, okay. You spray the blink dog, and it seems to almost like shimmer out of existence for the briefest moment, and seems unaffected. Kelariis.
Well, there's 2 in front of Vondal right now, and I can... Oh, I kind of want to go after the dude.
Go for the dude.
Vondal, you good? I'll call that out first. I can't get that.
Yeah.
Haha, I can get that far.
Haha!
Haha! Hello, dude.
On guard!
Freedom!
Freedom indeed.
Okay.
Let's have... Please open character sheet. Holy shit. I will swing.
Okay.
Well, just
Oh,
You swing wildly at him, and he ducks underneath it.
kidding. Okay. Well, maybe my second one will be better.
Okay.
Hey.
Nice.
You bring the sword down. This time it connects with his shoulder. He can't quite move fast enough.
Okay. I would like to do that and smite at second level.
Okay.
38? He's not like undead or
He's not
anything,
undead,
is
no.
he? Okay.
He is
Oh,
merely
shit.
human. Well, elf.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
That was a sad roll.
Uh,
Hmm.
okay. Yeah, you swing into him and you draw blood like from shoulder to torso, and you've scored quite a deep wound. But like sort of as you see the effects of your blow, he disintegrates into snowflakes.
What?
What? The fuck?
Okay. So he's just gone.
Give me an Arcana check. Okay. Yeah, you get the feeling that he's not like disappeared completely. You get the feeling that he used some method of teleporting like away from your blow, sort of like a misty step, but this felt way more powerful than you felt. Like this was assisted by something else. This was some eldritch force deciding like to take him to safety.
But I felt my hit connect.
Yes.
Or what? Okay, it was
Yeah.
after that. Okay, fine. I guess.
I guess. Is it really fine?
No, but
Is that all you can do? Yeah, you've used all your movement and both your attacks, unless you have a
Yeah.
bonus action to use on something.
Not really.
Okay. Arya.
Oh shit!
Nice.
Oh, shit.
You bring down the scimitar. Roll me an extra
Okay.
d6, please.
I'm so angry. Oh my
Oh,
god.
Nice. Okay, so you bring down like the Meanlock sort of begins to go for you with another swing, and you step aside from its swing and bring your scimitar like level with its shoulders and just decapitate it.
Fuck you.
Cool.
Nice.
You may expend your bonus action to move your hunter's mark to somebody else.
Hmm.
Who are you going to go for next?
Guess I'll go for this guy.
For the blink dog. Cool. He is now marked. We'll use that. Cool. I need to check something very quickly.
Concerned noises.
Concerned noises indeed.
I'm just furiously reading through spell lists right now.
Hey, you're not the only one. Okay, that's not gonna work.
Haha.
Luka says.
You foolish mortal.
Foolish fool. We broke the first rule of D&D Club. Now unlock the DM.
Yeah.
Tiamat breaks through the ceiling.
And
Okay.
fucks us all.
I don't know if you can do that.
Whoops. I need to make sure I'm using this ability right, because I've used this ability before and I used it wrong.
We don't want you to be cheating McCheaterson.
No.
Ah!
Fucking
no.
hell.
What was
My
that?
phone just started making noises.
It's the Black Parade.
It wasn't. I don't know what that was. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Ah!
It's doing it again.
It's really loud.
It's so loud. It's so loud.
Throw it across the room.
Okay.
No, it doesn't have a case on it.
It already
Going
has a
this
scratch.
way.
Fuck it. Go
It's a
big or
baby.
go home.
Take it, girl. Just fucking shatter
I mean-
the screen.
I mean, it is an iPhone. It's not a true
Sorry,
iPhone if it doesn't have like 5 cracks in the
Look.
screen.
That's true.
I have my
As you talk about an eldritch artifact known as the iPhone, the warlock reappears from his temporary invisibility
From his cheating.
and proceeds
Wait, he's
to
behind me? God,
yes, he proceeds to blast V with Eldritch Blast
Oh my god.
for a whopping 1 force damage.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Wow.
Oh my god.
You're a dick.
That's pretty sad. Dude.
A whole 1 damage.
And proceeds to
Summer.
shift his way back into cover.
What a coward.
The blink dog is going to attempt to bite you.
Yay.
Oh, nice! you take 9 piercing as he
Oh.
clamps down on your arm.
No.
Before... Oh wait, I forgot to... No, okay. Cool. Yeah, he just chomps down on your arm. Vondal, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
God, again?
Yes, every turn.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
Okay,
Yeah,
yep.
fuck off. I need to roll Spirit Guardians again, don't I?
Yes, start of the turn. Okay.
Oh, that's much better.
Okay.
That's way,
Wisdom
way
saves. Okay.
Oh, the warlock's from there as well now, isn't he? Oh no, maybe he's not.
No, I don't think. I think it's with. I think it has to be
Yes, he
within.
is.
I think it has to be within sight, though.
Ah,
What?
I don't think it does.
Check it.
I'm checking it now.
Check it.
Hmm.
No, they flit around you to a distance of 15 feet for the duration. So he's just walked straight into Spirit Guardians. Which means, technically you should have taken the 7 from beforehand as well. Because you walked into it.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just. I need to do math real quick.
Quick math.
Math is hard.
8. Okay.
Mm.
He also has
ye-
half speed.
Get wrecked.
Is that if he only if he fails though?
Well, an affected creature's speed is halved in the area.
Oh, whilst in the area. Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. In that case, I don't know that he would have done that. That's a good
When a
point.
creature enters for the first time or starts its turn.
Okay, let me.
A failed save. Take
I'm gonna put an aura on you so that I can see it.
Yeah, I probably should do that.
What is the range of it? 15.
15 feet. 15-foot radius.
Right. Yeah. So he would have knowing that the spell is, he would not have knowingly gone into the spell's AOE.
What a prick.
Oh.
17 damage to the thingies, though.
Yeah. One of them. The guardian seems to swoop down majorly onto the guy in front of you. The guy on slightly lower than him seems to take a side. Like a side attempt to the effect. Oh yeah, I need to roll for the other one as well. Okay.
And also...
Oh yeah, you need to actually take your turn. I totally
Yeah,
forgot.
I take the rest of my turn.
Yeah. It's because I got distracted doing the other
I
guy's
still have the entirety of my turn.
turn. Yeah.
I'm gonna cast a spell I recently re-prepped. I'm gonna cast Aid, and because Kelariis is non-living in the area, so I can't cast on her. So,
Oh okay.
That's fine.
hey, me, V, and Arya have 5 extra max hit points, and also 5 more hit points.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah. Increase your max HP by 5 temporarily, and
add 5 hit points. Right.
although actually just give yourself 5 hit points because the max HP is not actually going to affect you. Rather than trying to change your max HP around and having
Wait,
to
what?
remember what it is.
Just
You
give
get 5
yourself
hit-
5 hit points back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
because
if you have
there's
a heal,
there's nothing
you
in
have
this.
5 extra max.
yeah, there's nothing in this fight that affects your max HP. So
Thanks, Vondal. I'm still bleeding. It's fine.
You've got more health, so it's fine.
5
Yeah.
more
There
health.
we go. That's
Yeah.
better.
you feel stronger, however. Cool.
Invigorated.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, so with that, one of the meanlocks disengages, and
All cowards.
yeah, and he disappears into the shadows as well.
Wow. I'm really done with this whole like. Oh, I'm
Teleporting.
just gonna zip away here.
Is this just like your gimmicky teleport fight?
Take 5 damage, Vondal, and make a Constitution saving throw.
Uh,
What you mean? You mean engineer a fight in a closed space and dark cave where everything has teleport? Why would I do that?
I don't know. Why would you do that?
Of course not.
oh, that
V.
goes
You're a
back-
son of a bitch.
Look at that 21.
Hey, I've got to have fun in fights as well.
It's like everything that teleported and went through.
This was definitely not inspired by a fight that we had in Divinity where I spent the entire game teleporting around trying to not to get punched.
Wow.
Wow.
don't even remember which one that was.
That was the fight with you.
Fuck you, Rob.
Wow.
You only won that because you cheated.
Wow.
Ah,
Wow.
Damn.
It's bad
Okay.
accusations.
I didn't cheat. I played perfectly within the game mechanics. The game mechanics were just bullshit.
Oh, is it my turn?
It is your turn, yes.
Okay. Guess I retry bug spray.
Yeah.
Come on, bug spray, you can do this. Wow, that is the shittest roll I've ever seen.
Jeez.
Oh, God.
Good game.
That is a shit roll at 2d12.
It is pretty bad. Especially as, again, the dog flickers out of existence and seems not to care.
Oh.
We might need to bust out something slightly larger than a cantrip.
Helena.
Kelariis.
I'm gonna... I can move, like, right there without any kind of weird shit, right?
Dead.
It's
If I
dead,
take
so
that
yes.
path, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is gonna rear up out of the grave, which I
Right.
wouldn't get past Rob.
Haha! No.
Look, weird
Ah, you fell into my trap!
Ah!
You've activated my
You
trap
activated
card.
I'm still going after this guy, so I'm...
card. Power
Wait, do we both hunters mark this dude?
No, I haven't hunters marked anybody. I don't know if I'm
In
like...
like 5 sessions.
I know.
So-
Well, it's because I've just been like straight up smiting people.
yeah, you've just been killing them before you can hunters
Yeah.
mark them. That's the problem.
Yeah, because Kelariis has to use bonus action to smite with, so...
Yeah.
Oh, no, I can't remember if you do, but I think you do.
I don't...
I can't remember.
I feel like this is a mistake. I'm regretting my decision to do this now.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay, well, because I don't want to use my second spell slot to get over there. I'm gonna use my... I'm gonna use it. Fuck it. I'm gonna Misty Step over in front of him.
Okay.
I'm fucking pissed at this guy.
Boop!
I wanna
I
swing
can
at it.
teleport too.
Suck it.
Raz.
Teleport,
kind of
Buff Dragon Mom.
I can kind of teleport.
Oh, that's a nice roll.
Hey, fuck
Very
this
nice.
guy.
Yeah, cool.
That's
Uh,
nice.
Oh, that was
Then
shit.
nice. That's
Um,
nice.
That's not nice.
Before you do roll that second one,
Oh, just kidding.
Oh, is he fucking off again?
he takes another slash, and again he poofs into snowflakes. This time he does not go invisible, however, and he only goes 30 feet away. And has to be somewhere he can see, so... no, he probably wouldn't stand next to you. That I think that's within 30 feet.
Oh, that's
Yes, it is.
tempting. He's lucky I didn't
Ah, yeah.
Hunter's Mark him. Alright, I'm gonna slash at this guy. Oh,
Okay.
fuck my life.
Yeah, that's not quite enough, unfortunately. Now the question is... Oh wait, no, he's still got one. Okay, Kelariis, I need you... Oh wait, he's casting a spell.
Okay.
Can I check it?
Yes, costs you a reaction. It's an illusion spell?
I'm not falling for that shit again.
Okay.
I have to try it, guys. I have to.
Okay.
Do it.
So make another Arcana check?
Yep, DC... no, DC 15 spellcasting stat.
Can I lower it by
believe.
casting it at 4th level?
No. Yeah, that's the weird thing about counterspell. Casting counterspell at a higher level only ups the auto cancel, which is weird.
Ugh. Okay.
That is weird. Ayo.
That is just enough. You cancel his phantasmal force.
Oh, fuck that spell!
Oh, I'm glad we did that.
Don't actually know what the spell does.
Me either.
Phantasmal force basically creates a 10-foot cube of illusion that can damage its wielder with damage the person that's hit with it with psychic damage.
Oh.
And basically, he was going to make a wall of flame in front of Kelariis, so Kelariis couldn't run towards him without running through a wall of fire. Wouldn't be a real wall of fire, but
I was gonna say, it's not a real wall.
Psychic wall of fire.
Kelariis believes it does, and therefore it does damage.
What? That's bullshit.
Illusions.
That's the most bullshit
He's
thing in the world.
a powerful
Illusion
illusion
magic. That
sorcerer.
doesn't make sense.
Seeing
It is
you
also psychic damage, so.
seeing you counterspell his spell, he probably looks at you and just sort of he regards you quizzically as he makes a dice roll.
He looks incredibly guilty.
Yeah, and actually, he says something to you in Sylvan, but he seems more to be talking to himself than he is talking to you.
Okay.
He says, "A servant of summer, no doubt. I'll deal with you later." And then he goes.
Does he make that noise?
He does make that noise.
He probably doesn't whoop 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 whoop. He probably goes.
Oh god, it's
Holy shit.
No,
Fuck.
no
Why
bound
not?
trazzle for you.
Why not?
Oh man.
The blink dog is. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna continue to try and bite V. That is a hit because he has advantage. Take 4 piercing.
I think I gave you that 5 extra health.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's working out.
Vondal.
I mean, it's a net gain. Right, more damage. That's okay.
Okay. This technically should be at the start of his turn, but it's yeah, because you're going before him, it doesn't really matter. Oh wait, wisdom save first. I could just roll a d20 because their wisdom modifier is 0. Okay, yeah, This one seems to be fairly nimble, and he seems to dodge the cherubs fairly efficiently.
I'll dodge this.
Okay, he's not very good at dodging that, and he is hit.
Dodge this.
What's his state? How's he looking?
He seems to be damaged, but he's not anywhere near in sort of the region of falling yet. Oh yeah, I also totally forgot that you should make a save.
Oh. Hmm. That's less good.
That is... yeah, no, that is enough to pass.
Okay, cool.
You are not afraid of this thing?
Oh my god, I'm hitting him again.
Oh, okay.
More priesting some.
That is not a hit.
Fuck!
Okay.
Never mind, I'm swinging at him again.
1, 2, 4, 5, X. Oh, 1d6. Nope. 1d6. Yes. 1d6. Nope. Okay. 1, 2. 1. Sheet, please. Arya, you hear this meanlock come up behind you and duck under a swing that is aimed sort of like at your upper torso. V.
Well, my bug spray isn't working. So we're back to the old stick.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Actually,
Give him the stick!
because I'm holding the thing in one hand, so I guess I'm drawing my... Yeah, I can...
Holding what in one hand?
A lantern.
Oh, yes, sorry, you
But
can...
I can
You can
the
draw.
weapon
You
and
can draw and sheath as a once per turn as a free action.
then- Yeah.
So yes, your hand is free, but you just can't cast a spell this turn. You draw your thing.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
You swing at the dog, and the dog just blinks away from you.
I hate this dog.
Goes. "Boop, boop." Ever get that feeling of deja vu?
Oh my god.
Fuck off, Tracer.
Kelariis.
Hello.
Limey.
I'm gonna come here and swing at the blink dog. Whoops. Or move my entire sheet. That works too. Yeah. Wing.
Cool. You bring freedom down on the blink dog.
Little bear.
Yep. You leave a deep wound in the animal.
Okay. And again.
Cool. And another hit.
Sweet.
Cool. Yeah. You slash through the dog, and as you do so, you sort of like expect it to like fall in a spray of blood. It doesn't. It just winks out of existence with the same like crackling portal effect. And yeah, it disappears completely.
So it's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's banished back to the realm that it was summoned from.
Okay. I would like to hunter's mark this guy then.
Yes, you may Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Marked.
I'm gonna let that dumb warlock for the moment.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm gonna move my.
Oh.
I'm just gonna.
Oh, you're gonna
my
move,
10 feet
okay.
That way. Is that okay?
Sure.
Can I?
Yeah, no, go for it.
There we go.
Arya?
Slowly going after this guy. Don't mind me. Nice.
Okay. You're starting to get the habit of these meanlocks hit and run tactics now, and as this guy lunges in towards you, you sever an arm from its torso, and it fountains black ichor and keels over.
Move that hunter's mark again.
Yeah.
You can't because you've moved it this turn technically. I will say it's still there.
Right.
Because technically what you should have done is you should have moved it this time, but... Yeah, so now it's the Warlock's turn, unless you want to move.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess I'll move here.
Okay. You run past your bow on the floor. You can pick it up if you want
it's
to.
just there.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
No, wait, no, not Vondal. The Warlock hasn't had his go yet. The Warlock gets his go.
Can't fucking see him.
Shit. That's fine.
This is all good. If he still has spells,
Yeah.
to be fair. Must be
I don't know
running
if
out
he has,
soon.
I don't know if he has spells left at this point.
Cast like
He
2
might-
can
spells.
any of you see him right now?
I kind of can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kinda can?
Sorta, kinda.
Definitely.
Give me a perception check.
Joy. Perception. Heyo.
Heyo.
Oh wow. Okay. He attempts to disappear into the shadows, which actually technically I suppose he does do because you can't see him. But what you do see is he leaves behind a kind of like a ghost image of himself that quickly solidifies. If you hadn't seen him do it, you wouldn't realize it was an illusion.
Oh, fine.
But it is an illusion.
So I can basically ignore it because I know it's an
Yes, yeah.
Sweet,
It
okay.
basically it stands there, sort of looking slightly realistic, but it doesn't do anything.
Right.
It's just a. You could even give me an Arcana check, and you could probably tell what he just did.
I mean, why not?
Uh,
The worst that'll happen is I don't know.
yeah. No, you
Yeah.
don't know.
Fine.
Yeah, but you know it's an illusion.
Cool.
Vondal.
Well, more damage.
Okay.
Um,
Cool. Yeah, you order your cherubs to descend on this thing, and they do so, destroying it.
cool.
Get right.
In that case,
Shit, I think I just realised something. I need to double check. Very far is not concentration, is it? Oh, it is concentration. Shit. Okay. Okay, I should have been saving against that. That's okay. He passed both of them anyway.
also this guy's taking damage
Okay. Yeah. So he moves in.
because he's now in it.
Yep. Okay. Roll me some damage. Oh no, you don't need to roll
Yeah,
damage.
it's
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's destroyed by the sweeping motion of the cherubs.
Jeez.
No way I want to see if I can dash and like reach him.
Hmm.
I moved all my movement, so I guess I'm just staying here.
Okay.
Oh, there's still another
There's one that fucked up and never came back.
Yes.
one. I lost track of which one's fucked off and didn't come back. Nice.
It went
Okay.
down here somewhere.
Fun.
Oh,
V,
he's over there.
you turn away from
Yes,
the
yeah.
combat and you see a dude skulking in the shadows behind you, looking like he's trying to hide, but with the torchlight, he's not very good at hiding.
Oh,
What a scrub.
What a scrub.
Admittedly, not his fault.
To the scrub.
take my bug spray, bitch.
Okay, you spray him in the face.
Please fail that save. It's a good roll.
I believe.
He does.
Yay.
Nice.
Again, you aim for the seemingly vulnerable eyes and leave him blistering and chittering. Kelariis.
Okay. So I saw the guy move off in like.
Yeah, further up the room.
Whoop.
Yes.
Sorry, didn't mean to move myself. Yeah. I'm gonna there and then there.
Yeah. Okay.
And I want to. I'm assuming that I know now that he's literally right in front of.
Yes. Yeah.
Me. Okay. Let's pull out that lightning breath because I haven't used that in a while.
Okay.
Hooray!
It's a dex save.
Yep.
And well, that was shitty damage, but fuck it.
Okay. He needs to dex save against that.
Better than just not doing anything this
I mean,
turn.
technically, it's rock solid average.
Okay.
Yeah.
His max damage is 18. It's just,
Okay.
Could be better.
that's bang on.
Your lightning breath erupts with a thunderous roar, like basically like sparking up along like the back of his robe and leaving several scorching holes in his robe. And he seems to stagger, and he is he falls to like one knee, and he is on his last legs, but he is slowly getting like back up to his feet.
Okay.
Arya.
Go Gadget Ranger.
I'm
Go Power Ranger.
You can do it.
wondering if it might be more.
Oh, robot.
Oh.
Robot beep boop.
Wait, that.
Arya's beep boop.
Beep boop.
Oh boy.
Beep beep boop.
Some intense meat orb going on right there.
Hello.
Luka?
Yes. Hello.
Luka is dying.
Rest in peace, the Power Ranger.
Hello.
Seriously though.
Hello.
Luka!
Hello.
Hello.
Hey. Less robot.
Hi. My
Less
internet's
robot, more Arya.
slowly dying apparently. Great. As I was saying, I'm wondering if it's worth it to go up there and try to hit this dude. I can't reach either of them.
You picked up your bow.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't you pick up your bow?
Oh,
You have a bow.
I still could.
The Ranger has a bow.
What?
Shock
No
horror.
way.
You have a bow.
Yeah, you used your free hand to pick up the bow and sheath it.
Okay, well, I guess I'll move like. Ooh. I guess I'll move like here and shoot him.
Okay. You can just about see him around the corner.
Ah, fuck.
Ah. Bow locks.
Interestingly enough, you pull this arrow and it sort of you release the shot and you think, like, the moment you release the shot you're like, fuck, I missed him. But right as he does so, he stands up, turns to Kelariis, and goes to sort of like to begin running again, stumbles forwards and basically ends up in the path of the arrow so that it catches him smack bang in the chest.
Oh wow.
And he staggers backwards a step, sort of looks down, looks back up at you, and just sort of goes, "Impossible," and just falls over.
Ha!
Nice.
Prick!
Yeah, your minimum damage is more than enough to kill him, so.
Wow.
Nice shot.
Vondal.
How far can I move? Not far enough.
Far enough for the aura.
It is. But I also want to be in front of V.
Not dead yet.
I mean, technically, if I move, still hit V. Fuck it. There we go. I'm getting him in the way, and let's roll some more damage.
Nice.
Okay.
And there we go. Got like.
Okay, so he needs to save. what was it? Wisdom? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you fly in. Well, you run in with your cherubims sort of flying behind you, and they descend upon this thing and tear it to pieces.
Oh, okay, cool.
And with that, we are over.
Dismiss the spirit guardians.
Yep.
Just
They
keep it
disappear back into the ether. Oh yeah, the illusion
Very bad.
is disappeared. Yes, and the cave sort of falls silent.
Can I go check the body of the warlock?
Yes,
Is he still
sure.
alive? In any sort of way?
Oh.
No. I mean, I don't
Yeah, you didn't specify non-lethal, so no.
know.
You okay, V?
I'm fine. Just got hit a few times.
Okay. Give me an investigation check as you look this guy over, Kelariis.
No.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Nice. That's solid 19,
There you go,
man.
V.
Thank you.
Wow, that's a bad roll. It's minimum healing.
Kelariis, as you move over to this body, you see actually that in one of his hands he's clutching a weapon that at first you thought it was a dagger. Now you're not so sure. And in his other hand, that when you hit him with the lightning bolt, he must have been just about to drink, is a bottle containing a very thick-looking red liquid.
Like healing potion red liquid, or?
Like healing potion red liquid, yes.
Well, I'm fucking taking that one.
Cool. Add to your inventory a potion of superior healing.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Actually,
Shit,
That is 8d4 plus 8.
good thing you didn't drink
no.
that.
yeah, seriously.
Yes, he would have healed up quite a lot from that.
Spell.
And also now we have it.
yeah,
Yes, you do.
indeed. I have a lot of healing potions on me.
Yeah, his aim was to create an illusion to distract you, run away, and drink the potion, but
Yeah, well,
Distracted.
get wrecked, dude.
you saw with the natural 20, so he didn't get a chance.
Anything else interesting?
As you go over him, he doesn't seem to be carrying particularly anything of interest on him. He's got maybe 5 gold in loose change. But that seems to be everything he's carrying, other than his weapon, which, as you look it over, so if you take it off his hands, and it looks like, rather than a dagger, it looks like the thorn of some giant plant that has been given a handle and a guard, and the guard seems to be made of it almost seems to be made of woven branches, very thin woven branches. Sort of like when you get a bramble that sort of curls in on itself. It's that around the base of this thorn. But as you touch these branches to see if they're pliable, but they don't budge an inch. They are as hard as steel. Even though you're sure that this thing is organic, it seems to be organic, but it seems to have the rigidity and strength of steel. And as you touch it, there is a faint magic tingle as you touch this thing.
Oh, joy.
You can give me an Arcana check to attempt to identify.
My great arcana.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That was not bad.
You suspect that this is a specially crafted magic weapon. The properties of it are almost certainly of the Feywild. It has that strange pliable material quality to it. Not pliable. Pliable is the wrong word. I'll just describe it. Basically, the when you look at it in the light, it almost seems to like shift in shape ever so slightly. It's not like it has like a sort of a ambient magic aura, and when you touch it, it seems to be cold. Like more colder than it should be.
Weird.
Actually, with that Arcana check, give me a straight Wisdom check. Okay.
There go the good rolls, guys.
That is
No.
laughably horrible.
Okay.
That's the end of it.
Yeah. So what is everybody else doing?
I'm gonna look at all the stuff on his desk.
Okay. The stuff on the desk seems to basically be a bunch of hastily scribbled missives on paper. Some of them seem to sort of be like laid out like maybe a diary entry, and some of them seem to be just sort of pages upon pages of notes. They are all written entirely in Sylvan.
I was gonna say, can I call over Arya?
Yes. The other thing you find is you find 2 copper ritual chalices inlaid with silver filigree that look quite expensive.
Yoink. I was gonna say, might as well take them.
Yes.
Yeah.
You obtain 2 copper ritual chalices inlaid with silver filigree, roughly 25 gold per piece.
So shall I add them all?
Yes. Arya, you look these things over, and basically the notes that you can see on this desk seem to detail this man's not quite experiments, but his. It's a log of the things he has done. Essentially, you gather to gain favor from an individual that he just refers to as the Queen or the Dark Queen. I'd like you to give me a history check. Wow. Okay.
Still nothing.
Still nothing.
Okay. This just sounds ominous to you. But yeah, sorry, I'll carry on detailing. Yeah, this is a list of the things that this man has done to appease and attain the attentions of this so-called Dark Queen. He details several experiences of attempting to find what he calls suitable sacrifices. And like there's notes of him like killing and dissecting animals or performing rituals out in the forest, none of which seem to gain this Dark Queen's attention, until he stumbles across a woman, and he in his attempts to kidnap this woman, he detailed that basically her fear is like her fear seems to take hold of her, and he feels sort of like the edges of this the edges of magic. So he reaches out to them with his magical ability and opens what he calls a great moor in the earth, which you can only assume to be this place, from which the soldiers of the Queen poured forth. which, from what he said earlier, you can assume to be these meanlocks. He comments then that the queen rewards him for his efforts and grants him this weapon that he calls Elderthorn. And yeah, basically, he continues to detail that he explores the forest at night with the aid of these meanlocks in search of more tributes. Comes across a party of rangers sleeping in the forest, and with the aid of the meanlock's paralytic abilities, kidnaps them and drags them back to the cave, where he transforms them through. The meanlocks transform them into more soldiers. Which, if you give me a nature or arcana with advantage.
Everyone or just Arya?
Just Arya, because she's the only person reading at the moment.
You said a nature check?
Yes. Nature or arcana, but I think both are the same for you.
They're the same.
Good thing for the advantage.
That advantage, though.
Yeah. You know that, as I said previously, meanlocks reproduce when somebody dies of fright, and groups of meanlock are capable of basically like accelerating that process by psychically affecting unconscious people, causing them eventually to transform. So you turn back to the room and muse to yourself that perhaps you have found the missing search party.
Yeah.
That's not good then.
Yeah, the last things in his notes is that he, which is presumably what he was writing before you interrupted him. He comments that he has encountered a group in the forest who carried a powerful magical tome, and with the help of the meanlocks, he assaults the group, is beaten back but manages to steal the book. Literally, like, the last line is that they sent someone in to retrieve the book, but the soldiers dealt with him with ruthless efficiency, and that's like basically the last line.
So what we do now is we look for. Well, we need to wait.
Presumably, you relay some of this information to the
Yeah.
rest of the group. Yeah.
Obviously, just
Yeah.
tell.
Do I know anything about this Dark Queen?
Give me a history check.
Nope.
No. Okay.
Guys, we're so good at history.
Everyone else can make a history check as well.
Okay, I might as well give it a go.
Nope.
Oh,
Well, that's going to remain a mystery for the rest of time.
even with my proficiency
Um,
in history.
Kelariis,
Yes.
the description that Arya gives you of this thing called Elderthorn fits perfectly the dagger that you've picked up.
Sweet. I mean, I was gonna ask any of them if they wanted it, because I don't particularly want it, so...
Yes, it's a magic dagger that seems unusually cold to the touch.
It's up for grabs, guys.
I mean,
Wow.
I have 2 normal daggers.
This is true, but this is a magic dagger.
Magic dagger,
Yes.
and it's a thorn.
Also, it's a
literally
thorn.
a thorn.
It's also cold.
Also true.
It's quite
Yes.
He called me a servant of summer. Shrug.
Oh! You know what? Because he said that, I will give you advantage on your history check. So actually you do know something.
Oh, shit.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
shit.
because I forgot I'd mentioned that. With calling you a servant of summer and knowing that you are basically, you've just been attacked by a whole bunch of fey creatures, you make the connection that a servant of summer would be somebody who serves the summer court of the Seelie Fae. So if they're her enemies, and the reaction he had to seeing an Eladrin, you expect that his patron may be a member of the Seelie court. And with the phrase "the Queen of Darkness," you suspect that it may be the Queen of Air and Darkness, the nameless outcast of the Seelie court, who basically is she is the patron spirit of winter, or was the patron spirit of winter, who was essentially cast out of the Seelie court for essentially torturing her followers.
Jeez.
But yeah, she is, and fittingly for having an army of meanlocks, she is she is the reason Eladrin children are afraid of the dark.
Cool.
Yeah, she is the Feywild boogeyman.
Ooh. Yeah, it sounds like what we do now is search
I've
most of
never
these
met the
caves
Seelie
for
court.
the book. Search
Yes.
the rest of the cave for this aforementioned book.
V, do you want the magic dagger? Or does Arya want it? I don't want it.
Give it to me, it's fine.
Okay.
I will point out daggers are finesse weapons.
You can use Dex.
I've got a nice magic sword. I
Yeah,
don't really want a magic
don't give
dagger.
the Dex-based melee weapon to the strength-based paladin who already has a stupid as hell OP magic sword.
Hey
It's
now.
not really, it's not really the
I'm just gonna sit here drumming my fingers on the desk until you work out.
All right, give it to me.
Thank you.
Got there in the end.
So
Okay.
Right. Well, admittedly, I'd like to rest.
You can take a short rest.
oh, that's fair.
Well,
Well, you could take a long rest, but
yeah, I
It's
don't
probably
not-
I don't get anything back on a
Yeah.
short rest.
We should
Alright.
probably wrap up pretty soon.
yes, we are
Yeah,
going
also
to.
that. So that.
Well, do you want to take a short rest before you search the rest of the cave, or
I mean, we may as well.
okay?
Shrug, I don't
Okay.
get shit back.
Well,
Yeah,
just
you-
roll
but
roll
you
some
can
hit dice,
heal.
Yeah, you can heal a bit, but
and also
unlike-
untick the box for no short rests.
No.
No.
Also, hang on.
I got my lightning breath.
Yeah.
back.
Also, you still have an extra 5 maximum hit points for another 8 hours.
Jesus.
So technically, if you heal, you can have an extra 5
Yeah.
max HP.
Although, for the sake of it, I'm going to tell you there is nothing that is going to attack you in the next 8 hours. You're fine.
Ah,
Oh.
god damn it!
Well, actually, that's not strictly true.
Oh shit, V.
So
Jeez, V.
make
Man. I'm gonna just roll a single.
make note of your additional HP. Well, make note of the fact that you have 5 additional HP, but make sure to note down your original HP somewhere as well, because I'd hate to go back and have to calculate that again.
Yep.
Look, knowing my con. Oh shit, that should be -1. But
Oh dear.
So yeah, -4 from that would be 14.
okay. So I'm actually on 34 hit points.
Cool. Arya, you can roll some. Oh, you already rolled hit dice. You've got 9 extra. You can roll more than one if you want.
Oh yeah, you can add in
Okay.
temporary hit points on your sheet.
Just remember they're not actually temporary though.
Yeah.
So you get them back if you heal.
I mean, I'll remember
Yes.
that I have 30 max hit points instead of 35.
Yes. Well, the only problem is some of you are going to level up between sessions, but not you.
Yeah, you've already done that.
But yes. You take a short rest, and as you take the short rest, I'd like you all to give me a perception check.
Mm.
I can't change spells on a short rest, can I?
No.
Yep.
Okay.
I've realised how much I miss inflict wounds from that fight.
Yes. V and Vondal, during you as your short rest begins to come to a close, you hear sort of almost like a faint rumbling of earth. And as you look around, the walls of this cavern are very slowly getting smaller. You're not in any immediate danger, but very soon this place is going to disappear.
Yeah, I think because we killed the guy, it's no longer being maintained.
Well, you killed its denizens, which is the most important part.
Okay. So it's no longer actually being maintained.
Yes. The other thing you hear is, just as you are finishing up your short rest, you hear what sounds like a faint sobbing coming from the passage that way.
I feel we should go that. I think we should go that way.
I agree.
Oh, that passageway.
Also,
Yes.
we still have fairy fire.
Oh, no, you don't. I just haven't turned it off yet.
Yeah. Because I'm just giving off light as I walk, and I start my spirit guardian's aura.
Yeah,
Guess
hold on.
I now sort of deduct one of my oil flasks.
That's 6 hours?
It hasn't been 6 hours, no.
What was in 1 hour? Sorry.
No. I used to think it was 1 hour, but I've been corrected on it in the past, so.
Torches were 1 hour.
Because its torches are 1 hour, but oil flasks are 6, which is crazy.
Which makes sense.
It makes the oil flasks such a good investment.
Oh, it's dead end.
It is a den end,
Right, but there's
But there's
Thing.
something there.
yeah, I haven't got a token for her, but when you get to the end of the corridor, you find an elven woman in a oops, that's not the right thing.
She's dead now.
He is dead.
Sometimes I
Be
can
it-
still hear her voice.
No!
It's because I scrolled and then clicked, but because my browser was lagging, it just clicked the top one rather than the one I'd
Quick,
scrolled
heal
to.
wounds. Get her back up. Lay on hands. Anything.
Everything.
But yes, as I was saying, you find an elven woman with basically one half of her one sleeve of her white shirt torn away, and she's basically wearing a very very muddy set of not quite overalls, but the clothes you would expect somebody who spends most of their time kneeling down in the mud to be wearing.
Why it's white then?
No, her shirt is white. The breeches that she is wearing are not. They're the sort of the things she puts over her clothes to do stuff. Presumably she's a herbalist or something, or somebody who works with plants in the garden, something like that. But yeah, basically, she is sitting down in a thing of this moss. Her hands and her feet are manacled together, and she has basically got a makeshift crown made out of flowers and twisted strands of creeper.
Okay.
I guess I'm going to walk through, talking to her in Elvish,
Okay.
saying, "It's okay. We're gonna get you out."
Yeah, the moment you sort of talk to her, she looks up at you, sort of afraid, shrinks away from you, then sees sort of who you are, and very quickly holds up her manacled hands and says, "You have to get me out of here."
That's okay. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the only way. This way I can get her out easily.
Yes. Well, the manacles basically are they're not locked in any way. They're just sort of they're heavy metal things that just have metal rods sort of holding them on. It's very difficult for her to sort of undo them because of the way her hands are manacled together. But you get the fact that you get the idea that it was more than enough to sort of keep her compliant, rather than specifically to hold her down.
In that case, okay, yeah, get her out.
Yes, you pull out the metal pins and the manacles fall away.
Can I get a quick look at it? Is she hurt or?
She is battered and bruised, but she seems to be traumatized rather than wounded.
Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna keep talking. Come on, we can get you out.
Yes, she sort of continues to sob and sort of she almost reflexively just sort of dusts herself down, stops, realizes she still has this makeshift crown on her head, takes it off and throws it just as far away from her as she can, and just sort of is we need to go.
Yeah, we can go. And
yeah, you guys can return to the surface. As you pass through the death and destruction that you've left behind, she sort of is a little bit shocked, but steels herself. And as you climb up, she basically explains that she was kidnapped by the unusual man, was so afraid that he was going to kill her that she passed out, and when she woke up there were these monsters everywhere. She was shackled, and the strange elf gave her this crown of creepers and flowers and told her she was beautiful and that she was going to be the most amazing tribute to the Queen of Darkness, and generally all sorts of other creepy stalkery things. Yeah, so she's pretty tormented by that. Not to mention the fact that you're probably going to have to tell her that both of her brothers are dead.
Oh yeah.
Is she
What's not?
from Simandel then?
Yes, she is the kidnapped woman,
Okay.
or the missing woman.
Should we escort her back?
You could. You have enough time, I believe.
Because yes, we need to go back to the druid circle, but we should probably take her back first.
Yeah, you'd arrive late evening, but you could. Do you want to do that?
I'd like to. I don't know if
Yeah.
anyone else
Okay.
minds.
I think we should take her back as well.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, you can... I will delete this marker.
I want to try and keep her sort of distracted by talking about fairly mundane things.
Cool. Yeah, you escort her back to Simandel without incident, and I think with that we will leave the session as it is, because it is 12 o'clock. So that is that.
Whew. Another intense session of Dungeons and
Yes.
Dragons, the second age. Tune in next week for the thrilling conclusion. That will not be a conclusion, it will just be another intense shitfest.
Yeah, well, technically this is the conclusion. You have saved the day.
Hooray!
Hey.
But yes, okay. So I need to drag that out.
And it was thrilling.
Yeah. So, would you like to tell me the things that you have learned as a player and as a character, whilst I calculate your EXP?
Okay, I guess I'll start again.
Okay.
I think as a player, I think this session I was thinking more about my spells and how I prep them a lot more than I normally do. like actually rejigged them quite a bit and had more of a serious think. And I think I'm realizing I need to do that a lot more often. Like pretty much every rest, I should be thinking like, right, what do I need? What do I not need?
Anything else?
Cav?
Cav? Hello?
He's dead.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Have we lost him?
Oh
I think
no.
so.
I thought you were supposed to be going later now.
Yeah, at 6 or at 12.
Well, because he cut out last time at. Yup, there he goes.
Yep.
He's dead.
Oh no.
We loved
He
him.
gets cut off at 12 now, Rob.
That's not what he said yesterday, but never mind. Oh well. That's unfortunate. So, well, that is incredibly
There he
unfortunate.
goes. Hmm.
And we'll have to catch him up some other point.
Yeah. We should probably end sooner, but
Yes.
then again, I should probably not be like an hour late.
Who would like to be next?
I'll do it. I'll make sure next week to not be an hour late. I promise.
I'm not sure you can promise, but
No, I will. Fuck, if I have to like haul my food upstairs, I don't give a shit. Anyway, it's been interesting trying to play V without actually using spells.
yep.
Have been some exceptions, but it's mostly been for counter spell. I was gonna say like if anyone sort of drops below like 10 HP, you probably would have started casting spells, but that never happened. So, bug spray it is.
Mm-hmm.
Even though that might have been slightly frustrating for the others. So I'm very sorry.
Eh,
It's in character. It's good.
Yeah, but then again,
Yeah.
nobody ever talked to me about it.
Well, I didn't have a chance to talk to you about it. Like, I noticed it the
Yeah.
first battle, and I was like, well, whatever. Like, is Arya. But after this next battle, I'm going to talk to you about it.
Yes. Now that you're safe back in the town, and you don't have perhaps a crying woman who you might not want to disturb by starting a controversial conversation.
But yeah, it's been interesting. I thought it was funny. Sort of in the first battle, I was sort of just like, shit, what am I gonna do if I don't want to get like super close? And I was like, wait, I have a bow. Then I was in the dungeon. I was like, I'm holding a lantern, so I can't use a bow. And then
Yes. But poison spray was very handy.
it was very handy when people
Yeah.
don't succeed on their con saves. Otherwise, it is
Yes.
absolute garbage and does nothing.
got some pretty good rolls for poison spray though.
Yeah, I love it. 22 is like what? It's like 2 10s on 12s.
Yeah, basically.
Very nice. I just need to up my my spell DC
Mm.
because shit, I suck. So yeah, I look forward to when people talk to V about it, and V is just gonna be like sweats nervously.
Yep.
It's nothing.
That's some bullshit.
Arya's gonna have advantage on inside checks and shit.
Yep.
Yep. So, have no mind me.
V's not excited about that, but it's fine. Also, I love how we either went from we all rolled well or we all went or we all rolled shit. There was
Yes.
no in between.
I'm just sitting here like, please discover my lore that I spent at least 45 minutes writing.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Oh yeah. I need to make sure to add Elderthorn to Arya's gear properly. But I will have to do that next session because I totally forgot to make a sheet for it, and I'll have to do that. Yeah. Cool. So you may have 1,569 experience.
Wait, what?
How much?
Okay,
1,569 experience.
Oh, it's nothing.
calculator plus.
And who's next? Don't make me pick people.
What's the threshold for?
23.
23,000.
Yeah.
Oh, I just leveled up.
Yeah, same.
I think everybody did, yes.
Well, I don't know. I guess I can go.
Go for it.
I say not knowing what I'm gonna say. No.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm saying either. So.
I don't know. It was kind of nice just running around as Kelariis and smacking things. Well, I say smacking things with my sword, but like hitting things with my sword, without relying really heavily on Divine Smite.
Yes.
Which I did mostly because I wasn't sure if there was going to be anything else after, and I didn't want to blow everything here. In that fight, and I feel like it was going okay. It wasn't super bad or anything. Though I was a little worried about like hit points for Arya and V towards the end, but it ended up being okay, which was nice. And I remembered this time to use my lay on hands, which I hadn't been doing. I don't know why. I always think you gotta save them. Don't use it. You gotta save your thing. I'm just like, no, use that instead because you can use your spell slots to smite.
Yes.
So yeah, that's me trying to be more mindful of the resources I have as a paladin. Yeah. Also lightning breath, which is
Yep.
fun, even though it never really does that great on damage, but it's fine.
No. But hey, it's a free AoE when you need some.
Yeah. Like a nice line of stuff.
Yeah. We just really need a fight where you are literally just stoppering a corridor with people running towards you.
Ah, yes. That'd be really fun.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh boy, I shouldn't have said that. Yeah. And I guess, like, I don't know, I guess Kelariis was probably a little frustrated having to chase that damn warlock
Yep.
around the room. But it's fine, it worked out.
Yes.
Whatever.
It would have been more interesting with the mobility if I'd actually managed to paralyze any of you, but fortunately you're just all really, really good when it comes to saves.
Yeah, we got pretty lucky with saves today, which is nice.
Yes. Yeah, the most dangerous one was going to have been that phantasmal force, which you very wisely dispelled.
Yeah, thanks, V.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm not... Yep, that's it. I'm glad Phantasmal Force didn't go off.
Yes.
I was
That would
just
have...
like, there's one thing I have to do. It's still counterspell. I can't
Yep.
keep that up.
You just feel slightly guilty about it.
Yep.
So yeah.
Cool, yeah. Have your 1569 experience.
Thank you.
And last but not least...
Yeah, Arya's definitely gonna bring up that that no spellcasting thing whenever we can get a chance, because she definitely noticed it both times. And she's like, what the fuck is this? So yeah, that's pretty concerning, considering she now knows how powerful V's spells can be. And if V isn't gonna cast those spells, that's a problem.
Yeah.
She's
been acting strange ever since you left the Druid
Yes.
Circle, so...
Yeah. And I think she's gonna offer to take the Wraith Shard every night. Because at this point, I mean...
Yeah,
Why
she's
not?
realised that she's immune, effectively.
Yeah. So she'll probably have that conversation too and be like, yo, I'm just gonna take this every night now. Because for some reason, I can't be harmed by it. Which is good, but also slightly concerning. As a player...
As a player, you now have an option that you felt like you needed a couple of sessions ago.
Yeah. Which is good. I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, all we really did this session was like run around and kill stuff, so
Yep. It was a hack and slash session.
it was, which is fine. I just don't know if I really learned anything
Oh.
as a player. Hacking and slashing is familiar.
Yes. You did learn that enemies can be a little bit more mobile.
Yeah, well,
And you
it was
did-
obnoxious.
One thing you did do as well is, because we had a conversation outside of game about, which I actually kind of need to have with Kelariis as well, about making good use of Hunter's Mark. But yes, no, you made a really good use of Hunter's Mark this time, even if it did mean you actually didn't hit that often. But you did when you did hit, it was important in finishing off the guys, because it meant that you dealt enough damage to kill in both times that you got to roll it in that Meanlock fight. So important to remember. Even your small damage sources can be very important.
Yeah, and I think that's really about it.
Cool. Yeah, you two may take your experience. And with that, the day is saved, thanks to the Powerpuff Girls.
Wow.
Wow.
And yes, that is all from me, and that is all from my friends. So we will say good night, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.